Welcome to the Thanksgiving special. So we're going to be talking about clothing hauls, and we're going to be talking about my hair that I have, my two braids, and then we're going to end off on thankfulness. So let's go into the clothing haul. So I feel like clothing hauls are a waste of money. Now, I know. You're going to look and you're like, Claire, you have a whole clothing hauls playlist. Now, when I say waste of money, I say as in, I think that if you don't really need that in your closet, because all the clothing hauls I did was that I was resetting my closet because I was entering my 30s, because I started this channel when I was 29, period. I started this channel when I was 29, and I felt like there was a lot of clothes from my 20s that I cannot wear in my 30s. And I know people are like, you have the body for us. I know, but I don't want anybody to misconstrue I'm one of your little friends, because I'm not. Okay, a little bit. But I really wanted to show like I matured in how I style, because I truly feel like between your 20s and your 30s, you pretty much look the same. If you're drinking your water, minding your business, you look the same, but it's also on how you style. Like, I just couldn't imagine me at 33 wearing a mini skirt and walking down the street with no tights under it. Like, I couldn't imagine that, because like I'm grown, okay? But I needed all those new clothes that you saw in the clothing hauls I've done in the past, because I wanted to expand my wardrobe, build like, they call it like a wardrobe capsule. Basically, is when you have clothes that stand the test of time. Like this is a scarf from almost 9 years ago from Ross, and I turned it into a top. Okay, like, you want stuff that's going to just keep going. I also have on here is that with the clothing hauls as well, as like with the clothes that you guys don't use. I know people who they do like a weekly clothing haul from this, clothing haul from that. But I was like, I always wonder, like, what do you do with the clothes you don't use? Because there's no way you need every piece of one of those outfits. The majority of the bigger content creators do not work, no offense, regular jobs. So I always wonder, like, where does all the clothes go? I feel like it's a waste of money, because like every year, actually, I am building my donation bag for the end of the year. Is that every year I look at my closet. If I have not touched you in a year, it's time to go. Unless it's a specialty outfit, it's time to go. I do it every year. So I actually donate to Salvation Army and sometimes Goodwill for the ones that are open down here. But I donate because they're just sitting in my closet. I don't like cluster. I just felt like spiritually, like I said, like I want to say like I'm a door thumping Christian, but it definitely gave me like a spirit of almost greed. Like, I know I don't need these clothes. I know I don't need anything. Whatever's in my closet already is in my closet. So it definitely convicted me to stop doing clothing hauls, because like even with hair, like I literally get the hair that I need and I go. Like, I don't go and just get, oh, this is a new hair, so everybody's doing, let me go get that, let me run to that. Like, I really look and be like, did you use everything in your closet? Did you use everything in your closet? Did you use everything that you really needed? If not, then I usually just like, okay, let me not do that. I also feel like when you keep doing clothing hauls, you lack creativity, because you're just buying an outfit. You're not buying pieces. Like, I've had people come up to me like, dang, Claire, you always look good. And I just threw them together. And it's because I have pieces that will stand the test of time. I have pieces that I can always just, hook together really quickly, and they look good because like these are pieces. Like, for example, this is this scarf. I have it in a ponytail holder back here. Like, I could easily turn this back into a scarf, or I can use it as a shrug. Like, you want to just buy stuff that actually makes sense. But definitely, for sure, I definitely felt convicted to not keep buying keep buying stuff that I don't need. Because like, I think there was like a clothing haul that I did. I was just like, oh, I have an outfit exactly like that in my closet. I don't know why I bought this, but like I said, I was young. I know it was 4 years ago, but if you notice, I definitely have not done a clothing haul since. Now, of course, like once I hit 35, I'm probably going to do another like I wouldn't say bulk clothing haul, but like basically start to get prepared to go into my 40s. And I know people are like, oh my God, you're aging yourself so fast. I was like, no, but that's how I feel like that's a way that you can age gracefully, is the fact that you accept that you're getting older and you can prepare for it. Like, that's why it always looks awkward when you see somebody and they're kind of dressed like they're still a teenager. no shade with it, but you can just see like they're like people who age gracefully accept that they're aging. Okay, but yeah, that was like on my spirit to talk about the clothing hauls. Like, I just feel like it's a waste of money. There's so much stuff in my closet. Like, there's some, like, I think I have 2 or 3 clothes that I haven't even worn yet. Okay, this year. All right, and it's already December. It's gonna be a quick tutorial. Today we are doing a side braid. I have my hair blown out, just did a fresh haircut, ends looking juicy. I feel like my right side looks better, so I'm gonna go in like this. Oof. It's a little tender from the last hairstyle. And I'm gonna part diagonally, and I'll be right back. All right, so I parted it diagonally, all right? Okay, and so I got this hair from Amazon. I'm trying to get braiding hair from Amazon now because I need it in bulk because I do hair. But you see how it tapers out at the end? It's really, really soft. So if the braid tutorial is not good, don't get them for me. It's been a while. But we're gonna start off with slicking my hair down because the first mistake people make is that when they do these braids, they just braid it into their hair. Like you have to slick your hair down so almost it's straight. So I'm going to slick it down. You'll notice like y'all hair down by now. If not, leave it in the comments. I will do a back to basics, how to slick natural hair down, thick natural hair down, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It's all slick. It's ready to be braided down. So I'm going to split this up. It's really long. I'm going to say it's about 22 inches. I'm 5'10" years old. So I'm going to split this in half. Okay. So this half is going to be the bottom half, and I'm going to split this into 3, and then I'm going to get one of those thirds and we're going to put it at the front of my hair. Okay. All right, so I lied. So I'm going to use 1.5 on one side of my hair. Sometimes I forget how thick my hair is. So this is going to be at the beginning, towards the middle, okay, and then thick, and then this is going to be just for one braid. We are connecting 2 French braids. Get this piece here, and then you're going to start braiding it. And then we're gonna conjoin the other pieces as we go through. If you need to slow it down, let me know. This is very hard to, it's very hard to find because like I need a refresher on this, but this is good because it just shows my content needs to be created. But yeah, so you're gonna get your 3 pieces here. Okay, and then you're gonna start braiding here, and then right here where you get to my middle of my forehead, you're gonna add that, okay? All right, I'm in the middle of my ponytail. It's open, I have 3. I have this. Flip over my shoulder. I grab my little pinky. I grab my ponytail here. Fingers on top. Twisty twist. And then I introduce it to the class. You see how I got that grip on it? Got that grippy. And then pull that through. Still holding it. And then, yeah. And then we start braiding. Okay. I'm just gonna do my tutorial where y'all just watch me. If y'all pick it up, y'all pick it up. Anyways, I want to talk to y'all real quick. Is anybody else finding it hard to be a girl's girl nowadays? Because like, it's like I'll try to be a girl's girl, and then either I get accused that I lack women's, okay, or even worse, they think that because I'm nice, they're just like, okay, I can take advantage of this person. No, I genuinely love humans. Like, I generally love my fellow man and woman, especially women. And it's so frustrating because, one second, this thing's stuck. And it's so frustrating, behind your finger, it's so frustrating because like, it's so frustrating to me because you try to give somebody a compliment, either they think you're trying to hit on them, or they think, oh, okay, you're being mean, or you don't mean it. And of course, you know, with pretty privilege, I can see how someone would think that I'm saying it as a joke, but there's just something, it really sucks. Because when you try to be a girl's girl and you're by yourself, like it sucks. It sucks so bad. And the suckiest thing about it is that I feel like there would, like, people in general, especially women, would have more friends if they just let people be their friend, you know? Like, it's not like I'm auditioning for new friends. Like, I have plenty of friends. Like, my crew is solid, but I don't know, like there's something definitely going on, and then everything's a competition. Some people will be your friends so they can get the cheat codes up close, which I think is weird behavior, by the way. Weird behavior. Weird. But yeah, like some people really will sit there and be your friend, and they try to basically get your cheat codes. Like you can't even tell people, and do not let, if you have something good going in your life, you can't even tell people nowadays, because you can't even tell people that you got good stuff going in your life, because they're going to start saying, oh, are you sure you can do that? Like, even with my natural hair, I had a former friend basically say, I don't know why you're going natural. When you go natural, your hair doesn't grow. See how long that friendship lasted? Okay. All right. Like, I don't know. There's something to be said that, like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think how to put it into words, but like, there's something to be said when, like, we have so much that we can bond over, but we rather be jealous, and then you have a competition of who's the prettiest in the group, and then, like, I don't know. I still stand by, if you're attractive, it's harder for you to find genuine friends, because either they're going to try to get the cheat code, or it's going to be a messed up situation where this person ends up using you because you're nice. Like, it sucks that we have to do that. And then you're going to combine these two together. All right, last tip. Thanks for letting y'all listen to me rant. I'm going to put some of my edge control on my ends so they'll seal faster, because I noticed, because I'm an athletic girly. What I do is I just put this, you see my hair right here, and I just put it on the ends so they'll blend and they'll stay longer, because I'm an athletic girly. I work out 2-3 times a week. Like, them ends are gonna be like, hi! They're gonna start waving to people. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about content creating as well. So I feel like, with earlier that I was talking, thank you guys for watching that tutorial. I was thinking about earlier with content creating about how, like, we as content creators, we assist with the consumption. It's just like, okay, well, Claire, where'd you get that strut? Where'd you get that blanket from? Where'd you get that scarf from? Where'd you get that makeup from? What braids are you doing? Like, I feel like we definitely assist with the consumption, but I really want, like, for 2025, like, there's just such an addiction to phones. Like, I recently saw a video, and it showed basically this young lady was 14 years old, and her mom was like, oh, I'm cutting the phone off because you're not acting right. And she had a full crash out. Something similar to when an addict doesn't get their supply. Like, I truly feel like next year, besides watching my videos, but I definitely feel like for next year's goal for me at least is just to not be on my phone as much. Like, and I'm not on my phone. Like, if anything, I get a lot of trouble and a lot of slack from my family and friends about, Claire, you never pick up. What if something happened to me? Call the Avengers, baby. I don't know what to tell you, but definitely next year I'm gonna focus on just really just fasting, just taking a break from all that, because I even sense the addiction in myself, like there's been plenty of times where, like, I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, oh, let me go see if my notification popped up. And I'm just like, the channel gonna watch itself. Like, you don't gotta look at it, So I definitely can say that we've added to that. Add another point on here as well, is that it's really important to meditate. Like, I used to sit there and trying to translate it from Creole. My mom would sit there and said that, did you, like, basically, like, did you sit there and just relax? Like, did you just sit there and just relax? Like, as in, like, did you, I want to say meditate, but, like, did you, like, I don't know how to say it in English. Like, just, it's basically, did you sit there and truly process what has happened? Because I feel like millennials, we're just like, on to the next thing. I gotta get this, and I gotta get that, I gotta da-da-da. Like, I feel like we're very much like, what's the next thing we gotta do, compared to, like, the baby boomers. They would sit there and just go on the porch and just look at the air, And I get it, because sometimes, like, certain things that certain things that I didn't even realize bothered me. Like I do that now. Like I look real weird, but I go on the Lene and sometimes I'll just sit there and it's like, like, and I really feel like cell phones have ruined that, because now you'll be like, so I really feel like we need to, in the future, just like bring that back. Like I've gotten some of my best content, from just sitting there and refreshing. I've gotten like some of my like big emotions out without, being afraid of being afraid that it's going to be a problem for someone else. Like it really helps me process to just sit there and just for like 2 seconds, because I feel like what's happening is that we're just, by the time something can bother us, right? Something can bother us, and then we just go on our phone. We're like, okay, we just stuff it down. And like another thing bothers us, and it just boils over. So I don't know. I just really want everybody to take a break next year. Even if you take a break from me, it's fine. My content will still be here, right, YouTube? I definitely feel like just next year, just focus on like, even if you, and I know most of y'all have kids, so there is no, it's more like what they doing in my house is too quiet. But I do feel like just if you can have 2 seconds, even if you're driving to go pick them up from daycare, that 40 minutes, turn the radio off, just sit there and refresh. Like I promise you, a lot of actions I've seen, like so many celebrities who keep talking and ruining their life. Cynthia Erivo, I'm talking to you, who keep opening their mouth. I was like, baby, did you, like I'm gonna have y'all all doing at the end. I'm gonna have y'all all doing that at the end of the video. But I just want like to really everybody just take a moment, like do like a little challenge. Okay, it's been 1 hour since I've been off my phone. It's been 2 hours since I've been off my phone. Like the first thing in the morning, you should not be jumping on social media. Like the first thing I do in the morning, do my little mini prayer and, read my verse for the day. And then I'm just like, okay, did I have any notifications? Did y'all talk to me? Do I have to reply back to a comment? And then I chill. But like, I really noticed a difference since I made it a point to reflect, like refleshi, All right. So my final point is thankfulness. I struggled with this a lot, with thankfulness. And that's the fact that, you need to understand that sometimes that there is really, you're in your wish. You feel me? Like you're in your wish, you're in your prayer. There's been plenty of times where like I sit there and be like, dang, like Claire from 2010 would be shaking right now, she would be shaking right now. So I just feel like there is times where I have to sit there and be like, Claire, what were you doing 15 years ago? Where were you at? Okay. Like I remember riding 3 different buses to get to my job 10 minutes from my apartment. I remember my apartment being 435. Bring that back. Okay, bring that back. But I just look back, like there's some times where I'm just like, dang, like I was being kind of ungrateful, because Claire from 2010 would be like, I know you ain't up there with makeup on, because we did not have money for makeup. All we had was those little paintbrushes from the Dollar Tree, and you're over here getting mad about you're not where you're supposed to be at. But I think that's what's actually helped me be more grateful, is I just like to go back and be like, dang, like 2010 Claire would be crying that she has a car. Like I'm over here complaining about traffic. At least I have a car to drive into traffic. Okay. Like I feel like just sometimes we just get so far into it that we're just like, okay, well, what's the next thing? I want this next. I want that next. So I don't know. I definitely feel like also cell phone, we're going to bring back the cell phone. You on that phone, every Gen X and baby boomers loving this video. Like, see, I told you, when you on that phone, that's why your credit score low. I don't know. But, I would say comparison. Like there's been plenty of times where I keep telling y'all over and over again, the reels aren't real life. Let me say it again. The reels aren't real life. So basically people are showing you a little section, a little portion of what they want you to see. They're not like, for example, with kids, like I feel like it was such a gift that I was able to babysit my niece, from when she was born. I still like it's such a blessing for me, because it really showed that y'all are some liars. Okay. You didn't tell me they cried all day. Okay, because I see the videos, I'm just like, dang, like I want that for myself one day. Like these babies are so cute. You get a mini me, cute outfits, you know, you get all that. They don't tell you about the fact that you literally can be so sleep deprived, you lose your mind. Because at one point, I could have sworn I heard little mama crying, and I didn't. Does that make any sense? Like, I was so sleep deprived, so hungry, because by the time it's time for me to eat my meal, she needs something, you know? So I feel like social media in that same aspect, like it breaks my heart so much whenever I see someone and they're just like, oh, well, I wanted a kid because everybody made it look so fun. I was like, baby, it's you and that, especially as a woman, it's you and that kid. I don't care if you have a man, I don't care if you have a husband. What understood don't got to be explained. It's you and that baby. I promise you. You will be the default parent. You will be the default parent. I promise you that. Okay. Like, I don't know. My perspective changed a lot with the fact that, people don't understand, like, when it comes to children, like when it comes to relationships, we don't know what's going on. Like, I remember, what was a relationship that everybody could have sworn, like, entanglement? Like, I mean, but we kind of knew Will and Jada was kind of odd, but I feel like, I think it was Tia and Tia and Corey. A lot of people were just like heartbroken, saying, "Oh my God, I thought they were the best couples." Like, they showed you what they wanted to show you. They showed you what they wanted to show you. Like, it wasn't like it wasn't like they're going to sit there and say, okay, just had a fight today, might post later. Like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. I don't know. I really want you guys to really just be mindful of that and just be grateful. Don't do comparison. And then my final point was, you know, just really just meditate and just really think, like, do I want this, or do I want this because everybody else has it? And I feel like that will lead you to really start finding your answer, because as you get older, at least especially me, as I get older, I always think of, like, do I want this, or do I want to catch up? Like, and then for Thanksgiving as well, just be very kind to yourself, especially if you are not, just disclaimer, if you aren't close with your family, or you had to rebuild a new family, you know, just be kind with yourself, because I noticed that during the season, a lot of depression, can I say that word? A lot of it incurs, you know, SAD. We talked about that last year. Seasonal anxiety, depression. We talked about that last year. And I just want you guys to really be kind to yourself. If you're not with your family, if you're somewhere else besides your family, just, you know, watch some like Christmas, Thanksgiving movies, watch Charlie Brown, like whatever you can do to just keep your mind off it, and don't, like, just be kind to yourself, because most of the time, like a lot of times, more often than not, we have a tendency to just be so mean to ourselves, you know. And just be kind to yourself, and happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here.